I went looking for trouble. Boy, did I find it. Victor had this crazy idea, and I'm all about it. We got 2 donor cars completely stripped down. This project is a blank slate. Victor called me over to his office. I was shocked when I walked in. I guess Victor is taking us to the next level. His whole office appears to be covered in little pinups of all these different supercars. And I walk in and his hands are going everywhere, you know. I want some of this, I want some of that, going on and on. He's definitely a passionate man.
I'm looking at all the literature, the internet, anything that had to do with supercar, and I'm taking pictures and pinning them up in my office. Ian can't draw, I can't draw. I'm good at drawing stick men, you know, that's where my limitation is. But my nephew Vinny, he's a graphic designer, and he could take our thoughts and put it on the paper so we have somewhere to start. So I want it to kind of look like this, 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 and this.
I just can't wrap my mind around how we're gonna take a Sterling and a Porsche to make you a supercar. So I just need to know, what exactly off a supercar did you want?
I just need you to transfer my thoughts or whatever I tell you into paper. I'm gonna take a piece of this car, a piece of that car, the headlight of this car, the tail end.
I've been through this before. You know, Victor likes to come into the shop, throw out a bunch of ideas, and just leave, you know, and I come up with something.
I got the ideas, I just can't put it in writing.
He works well with his nephew also, just a totally different style in this part of the project. He's all about the ideas, you know, he's the guy who says, I want this, and then he changes it 500 times.
We're looking at this. I like the front end, the vents here, but then I like the way this flows in the front.
Vince is trying to respond to that, and I'm just kind of watching the show.
I don't know, there's another little element I thought could go in there. Let me see. I just see something, okay, just to here. I know how to color too. If you really look at them all, they all have one thing in common. They're like sleek, low, and mean looking.
Yeah.
Now what about the wheelbase?
Well, we're stuck on that because we can't change the size of the driver's compartment or the wheelbase. This car is going to be kind of an arch. You're gonna have to provide a little more room for the drivers than you would see in a concept car, because we want the safety structure and the dashboard that exists. This is really proportionally what we're doing. It's short wheelbase, high arching roof line, and not such an elongated nose.
It's a good start. I like what he did in the back, the van. This here is pretty much our silhouette. It will change.
The thing is, it kind of looks like something somebody's already creative. We're taking all these ideas around the table and off the wall, but we need to take that and figure out what's gonna make it our own. As it turns out, this whole thing with the artist rendering and whatnot has really just been a great conversation point. You know, it's helped us just hash out a bunch of ideas, find out a better course of action. Probably what we're gonna end up doing is the same thing we've always done, do it real time on the car, but this has really been a good board meeting, so now we have a better direction.
Is this enough rendering to get you started on the build?
Oh yeah, I think that's a great start. The whole thing is, I think it's gonna take a major turn in design once we get started in the garage.
The sketch is not the car we're gonna build, but it has the silhouette, you could say, of a start of a car. So Ian says, hey, let's just design it as we go. And he's right. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna design this car as we go.
We've already cut apart 2 cars just to get to this discussion. I think enough chit chat about this whole project. It's time to get busy. We decided we're gonna build this whole car around the roof. I gotta get this thing into position and then decide what we're gonna do. The dictating factor is gonna be how low I can get this in the dashboard section. If we gotta raise the back up a little bit, so be it. But you can see the back's real low. If I can get the front even closer, then we're where we wanna be. The whole thing is trial and error. So fit up the roof, see where it's hitting, cut that back again, back and forth. run out of Porsche to cut. We've got to go forward. That's it. Just gonna roll that edge down. That way it stays real strong in there. If Dr. Porsche could see me now, I'd be his #1 son. Better every time, baby. The thing that I'm really struggling with is I love the height of the back right here. This proportion to me is dynamite. But the whole roof itself is kind of tilting up because of the dashboard issue. The easy remedy would be to raise the back, make it symmetrical with the rocker panels, parallel. I just don't think that's gonna be the right look. I'll raise up the back a little bit. So now what you're seeing is these are fairly parallel. My whole issue is if the roof itself was about 2 inches lower, I'd be a happy camper. We just can't drop the front anymore. The dashboard is here. That's it. We're maxed out on our ability to lower from this point. Kind of reached the point where I don't want to lower it anymore. It seems like it's in proportion, but without some other elements in place, I'm not gonna know if it's right. Just trying to come up with the solution. You know, right now I'm just looking at a roof on a chassis. Wonder if I shouldn't just mock those fenders on here. Maybe if I put the fenders on, it won't look so high up. Might just cut that car apart and just get some representation of a fender height. Stepping back and looking at it, the roof seems to be in proportion, but there's nothing else representing the body of the car there, so without some fender lines or anything else, it's a little hard to judge. There are envisioning tools everywhere. You just need to know where to see them. And look, there's 4 of them right there. Let's go. The fact that this belt line on the Sterling is kind of matching up with the Boxster stuff, I'm thinking maybe some other panels will help out too. So with this envisioning tool, you'll see all that framework was messing up the vibe. Aha. Supercar, baby. That's what this was missing. Now all of a sudden the roof is way down. This is by no means what we're building. It's just another representation for discussion. This is the same effort that we did the other day with Vince in the illustration room. This is my kind of discussion on styling and what's possible because we have all the real world parameters in front of us. So there's a lot going on here and I'm really digging it. I think my favorite part is the rear portion, most specifically the height in here. I know we're gonna have a big hollow in there, and really at this point, the whole rear end is just pure potential. Got your hips coming in, trough to see the engine, whatever back window there's gonna be. But looking at it here, you see the roof? You know, it's got kind of that pyramid shape where it's coming up into the roof height. Doesn't look too flat, doesn't look too tall. These are just representations of proportions, parameters, surface heights. The look of everything's gonna get changed. One thing I notice about supercars is that they are ultimately low profile. Looking at this thing, the proportions are a bit off. It's critical that the stance is right on the money, especially from the starting point. I gotta lower this thing. A lot of times when I build a lowered car, I'll just bottom it out, create the body around it, and then raise it up. I think we're gonna do the same thing here. Victor and I already discussed, he's going for a whole suspension upgrade. I don't wanna disassemble anything, so I'm just gonna cut the springs out of this and drop it. Oh yes, and again, when you can't get the floor jack out, you're just right. At this stage, I've mocked up a lot, but that doesn't even begin to tell the story of how the car is gonna flesh out. What we've represented is a series of panels, ride height, anything goes from here.
Hey Ian, how you doing, man?
Hey man, we got a sports car, check it out.
Wow, my top, man, you got it down.
I got it to fit. Check out how it works with the dashboard, man. Like
wow,
it belongs there.
I mean, factory fit.
See, if you look inside, all your points for your hinges, they all go right inside that vent.
Oh man,
So you're
so
set.
the mechanism will work the same.
We'll just upgrade it
You
so
don't
it
even
doesn't
have
shake.
to engineer it.
Yeah, exactly. The look of everything is going to get changed. It's not going to be this car. These are just good examples of what we can work with.
How did you get this thing so low? That's what my question is.
Sort of like the windshield on the Porsche. I had to get a little caveman on it, and I just cut your springs out.
I told Ian, hey, I'm gonna change the suspension. You know me, everything I got, low profile. I didn't expect this guy to come in and just cut everything off.
But just like with the other lowered cars we did, we'll build it down low, get those tire and fender lines connecting, and then when it raises up, it'll look right.
This always happens. He just starts tearing stuff apart, man. I mean, this guy's out of control sometimes. But it looks darn good.
Just staring at this thing as a chassis, and a roof looked weird. Now we have some bulk surrounding it, and we can build whatever shapes we like. We'll just use these as tools, templates to work off of.
Well, I got a surprise for you.
Yeah, probably another car, right?
No more car, 2 car per build. That's my limit. Hang on, I'll be right back. Check this out.
Holy moly.
I took them from my kid's project.
Oh, right, he's all about the big diameter rims.
Yeah, they're on my kid's car in the other shop, so don't scratch them. He don't know I took them off. He just got these things.
Yeah, he's always going to the Dub show. They're 24-inch rims.
Yeah, 24 by 12.
And look at the freaking low-profile tires, man. That's wild. I mean, this is what a sports car would have. Super flat track with wide, big diameter rims. This is what keeps our arrangement spicy. Victor comes in with the crazy stuff. We try it out. If it works, it sticks. If not, we get rid of it.
Let me go grab the front one so you could check that out too.
Yeah, man.
I'll be right
Put
back.
these things on.
I guess they're a little bit smaller. They're only 22s.
Only 22s, perfect.
But hopefully these will fit on or this is gonna be close.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but you'll have that rake, just like, hot rod stuff. Big and little. Big in the back, smaller in the front. What the heck? Let's put them on and see how it looks. Totally different attitude. Well, you used up all your clearance, man. Can't get no more than that. That's the thing about the taller tires, man. It's just way more aggressive. Totally cool.
It's almost like putting a suit on a car. It just brings out the spark. It's a little bit too blingy maybe for this car, but it gives it the stance. Look at it's wide. Wow.
Just make it look more aggressive, big and little tires. Just give it that nose down stance.
Clearance is perfect. We take this radius all the way to this point to the ground. Remember, we're gonna be on the ground.
Yeah, I get you.
Now with some type of air suspension.
Good call on the big diameter rims, man. I wasn't know what to expect when you walked in the door, but they work. In the end, who knows? Probably change the wheels out. The tire size and diameter looks great. The rim is simply a style choice. Those stock Porsche set is not gonna happen. That's the difference between soccer mom and superhero right there. You're all about it. Victor and I are committing to the size and diameter of the wheels and tires. I'm not 100% sure about the styling. One thing I know is they're expensive. I'm gonna cover them up and work around it. Victor loved the placement of the roof, how it came down to the dashboard, so this flange goes with it. It's what the weather strip attaches to. It's probably gonna stay in the car, even though we're gonna modify it through the door jamb area. We're trying to build this car around the roof, so it's all about connecting it to the Porsche so we can work around it. My goal is to just get this thing fastened in place, functioning manually. Ed Ross said it, big mess, big success, so it's gotta get really bad before it gets any better. I'm gonna do 4 risers, just because there's 4 bolts. These are probably gonna come out, but this will represent the rear wall of the cab ultimately. So that back is pretty secure. It's not gonna change shape. I'm gonna set those hinges in, weld them on. The thing is, I took this section out of the Sterling complete, the whole thing with the hinge mounts, etc. The idea is it's in perfect alignment. We might change the hinges in the end, But ultimately, this roof shape will be the core. It'll be under whatever we create. Aha! It works. All right. To the bat cave. Perfect. For me, this is where it's at. Now we have a bunch of stuff on a car. It's time to get busy. Fits like a glove. Now that the roof is on, we are set to make a complete custom body. With all the concepts Victor's talking about, I think fiberglass is going to be the perfect medium to build this entire body out of. It's going to be a new challenge, but I think I know the guy who can point us in the right direction. My friend Gene Winfield holds an annual car show. I figured that would be a perfect time to come out, see the man, and maybe talk a little. Victor met me out here, and we're gonna do some investigating. This one's under construction, man, a bubble top. It's good to see them when they're all gutted open like this. You can see, you know, they used a floor pan from something, and they're building their own body on it. I mean, you could just fiberglass over this or sheet it with aluminum or something. I'm not sure what their plan is, but whoever built this body knows what they're doing. This might be Gene's car. You can see by the way this is put together, it's totally pro work. This thing is like fully freaking streamlined. That's the whole thing with the versatility of the fiberglass is like, you know, you sculpt something, hard coat it, and you got a car. I mean, we could build this.
Crazy. Cool.
It's all fiberglass, and it does drive. It's over some other chassis, but I mean, just, you know, look at all these wild shapes. Gene's done a lot of movie cars over the years, from the Back to the Future series to Blade Runner, and they've all been made out of fiberglass. Pretty awesome. That's the whole thing with the fiberglass. It's just super versatile, you know? You're able to sculpt all these compound curves, whereas the metal, it just takes so much longer.
Yeah.
I know working with Victor, building this custom body, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth. Fiberglass will allow us to work quickly and allow us to make changes as we go. I just gotta get Victor on board. You know, Winfield was making a lot of those fiberglass Mercs and whatnot, and I was always taking a spy at the molds and everything that he was doing for the, you know, the construction of that. And he's got all the stuff here in the back. I knew he had a big pile of this stuff over here still. This is like the fiberglass graveyard, man. It's like a complete Mercury manufacturing station.
It's all out of fiberglass, huh?
You just sculpt it out and it becomes your model. You love the Mercs, but these guys don't rust. And those are the molds for them, see?
Oh, yeah.
The roof,
Look at all
the hood, the trunk. Not only did Gene have all of these Merc lead sled fiberglass bodies, there was also a sports car there. It looked like it was molded off of a Ferrari.
Check it out. An F40. Right there, huh?
Wow.
Now
That's a mean machine right there.
Right there.
Walking around, I think Victor's starting to see the potential in all this stuff. He's knocking car bodies out one after the other. We got to follow the same course.
I'm not really a fiberglass fan, but I see how much more we could do with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential. And it's something we haven't really explored either. So I just love the idea that, you know, it's kind of a new process, you know, instead of just trying the same old tricks, let's go for something different.
And when you could go from some space age vehicle to a F40 to a Mercury, I mean, that's pretty amazing, all in fiberglass.
See, there's one of the fiberglass Mercs hanging on his sign right there.
Is there Eon Resell around here anywhere?
Hey, man.
Hey, there he is. Come on around.
Oh, okay. Howdy, good to see you again.
Great to see you.
Good show, as usual, man. Everybody's here. Yeah, I was showing off the stuff to Victor in the back because we're gonna make a sculpted fiberglass body, something more sports car-y, you know, along those lines.
Yeah.
Really low.
How you gonna make the plug?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. We don't know what we're doing, and I said, this guy already knows. Gene knew exactly what I was after and started giving me the inside tips. He's filling me in on 60+ years of fabrication experience, and I'm just trying to take it all in.
And then we bond over it. It's a lot of work.
I gotta
Yeah,
figure
a lot
that
of
out.
work.
I have a little background in model and mold making, and Gene's giving me the whole spiel, A to Z, and it's really helping me out.
It's the only way you can do it.
Okay.
It takes hours and hours, but
I had a
that's it.
feeling it's a lot of work,
Yes.
but we're gonna give it a
Yeah.
shot. You never
Okay.
know. Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome.
Once again, with the wisdom. So I just talked with Gene. He laid out the whole process, A through Z. And this fiberglass thing, I know it's gonna give us that super rigid, lightweight, supercar, sports car feel.
And something you'll be able to mold and enhance, and if we don't like it, we could adjust it.
After seeing the pile of stuff he's got and him explaining it, I think we could nail this. He told me, just like with the
Cool.
bubble top, we could do it. Oh, you need this thing right on the back of your Merc. Just drill a 5-inch hole saw right through the trunk.
That would take us to the next level.
Oh, this is next level, yes. That's exactly what we need. Hello?
You don't know me, but I know you.
Cool. You're
Huh?
on TV right now. Say
Oh,
hi to
really?
the fans.
Oh, you know, I watch your show all the time.
Cool,
Good
man.
show.
Thanks. Glad you
do
like
some
it.
good metal stuff.
Thanks, man. You saw the cars from the show, right? They're over here. We got the Merc and then the Packard right
you
there.
did that Merc here?
Well, the black Merc and then the purple Packard. Yeah.
Best
What?
lesson I learned from you is to get the big pizzas because it makes bigger
Thanks
templates.
to bigger. Right, exactly. That's perfect. See, that guy's an old schooler.